To Haneen Harara, who's a journalist and humanitarian worker. She's also joining us live from Gaza. Thank you very much for coming on the show today, Haneen. So I guess, first of all, obviously severe and worsening conditions in terms of getting access to food. How frequently are people in Gaza able to eat a decent meal?
Well, yeah, it is unprecedented humanitarian situation that we ever witnessed all over the Gaza Strip. This is 102 days of starvation, pain, sorrow, grief, and even massacres. Imagine that if you are lucky enough today, in these days, you have a tent. The tent now costs thousands of shekels, which may be approximately $1,000. And this is so expensive and so available even for the people who are displacing from several areas all over the Gaza Strip and directed to the south of the Gaza Strip, looking for shelter, safe shelter. So this is the situation here. My friend just told me before an hour that he was waking up on the middle of night while his daughter, his little daughter, shivering from the cold. Imagine that. So he just hugged her and provide her with extra blankets, which protect him from the cold. Many families are used to use the nylon to protect their babies and kids during the night, but no longer protection in the tents, because you're not talking even about the babies. We're talking about cancer patients, we're talking about people with chronic disease, and we're talking about even the disabilities, people who are suffering from these conditions, and even the circumstances which is undescribable. We talk about those people who are dying from starvation and famine every single day. We or even witness some people dying from the cold northern of Gaza Strip and here in the southern Gaza Strip. It is not safe zone as the Israeli occupation claimed. It is not, because we witness every single day a new massacres here against the people, the innocent people in tents, in streets, who have no shelters to stay at. So those people who have no rights to even live in these conditions are really suffering from the death every single day. They are facing direct violence and indirect one. The direct one from the airstrikes and bombings and bombardments, and the indirect one from the disease that spreads in the even hospitals corners. We talk about the unfunctioning hospitals here in the southern Gaza Strip. One hospital, we took one hospital just received the emergency cases, which is Al Kuwaiti Hospital that I'm standing in front of it. So imagine how hard it is when you deal with that. 7 ambulances, just 7 ambulances are functioning right now in Gaza City. And in case of the availability of the fuel only. So how the crew staff gonna work, and even the journalists here are working while we witness more than 5 days of the cut of the internet and connection. We are isolated here at the southern Gaza Strip with the northern Gaza Strip and the Gaza City. We have isolated from all over the world. The only people who can reach the internet connection, the ones who get ECM and even international cards to get internet connection, and even the some of agency here, a media agency, to keep the coverage here and keep the people posted on the ongoing massacres and ongoing updates on the ground in Gaza Strip. So it is literally terrifying, and the people are even believe that the worst yet to come. So we are tired to calling the world to make a real stand to cease-fire this hell that all over the Gaza Strip are witnessing, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Haneen Harara with that insight into conditions in the Gaza Strip. Many thanks for joining us today from Gaza.